Hi guys, welcome back to Tea Crime Storytime with your host Bethany and my co-host Leon, aka Coyote Gaming.
Hello, everybody.
And today we are going to be talking about the Black-Eyed Children. I don't know, most of you have probably heard this urban legend / conspiracy theory.
I think it's more of an urban legend.
I think it's a bit of both because people say it's real, some people say it's not. It's just a legend.
Yeah, so that's the definition of an urban legend.
But it's down as under a conspiracy theory as well.
I have no idea.
When I was researching conspiracy theories, it did come under that category as well, which I've never heard it come under that before.
I don't know. I wish I could higher my table a little bit so my mic's like here, but I can't. I got a Temu table.
And it's rubbish.
It's wobbly. Look.
Unlike this microphone, which is from Temu, you can go check. Didn't you do a review on this microphone?
There is a review on Coyote
There's a
Gaming
review
channel.
on Coyote Gaming, so feel free to go check it out. And we are actually going to be purchasing another one of these microphones.
They are amazing.
Because they're perfect for podcasting. So
Best microphone I've ever purchased. It actually beats the Numbskull, which is what I'm using currently.
Yeah, I've gave you like a plug there to go check out your review video.
Yeah, my table's collapsing. Ah!
Within the first few minutes. Everything is too shit. Right, are you ready?
I'm nearly unalived.
Are you okay?
No, it just went that way. I didn't even put any pressure on it.
Did you nearly die in Minecraft?
I nearly got creeped in Minecraft.
Right, okay.
Also, guys, go check out my Minecraft series if you like Minecraft.
Shameless plug.
Shameless, completely shameless.
Okay. So.
Why won't this mic stand? It's in your name. You're supposed to stand.
You ready? What?
I bent me Temu spanner.
Alright, can we get back to the podcast now?
Yes.
Right.
So let's podcast.
So, ignore my stickers. Right, okay.
Don't ignore mine. Acknowledge them. Love them.
The Black-Eyed Children, aka the also known as BEK, so Black-Eyed Kids. I guess, I don't know.
I'm really nervous about doing this. Just the black-eyed children.
Well, it's not racist. It's
no,
just...
I wasn't. I was just gonna say it sounds borderline offensive.
It really does, but it's not. Or a modern urban legend depicting paranormal creatures resembling children with pale skin and unnervingly black eyes. Go on.
Isn't like Children of the Corn kind of based on this?
I think so.
I've never watched the movie.
I don't know. There's a lot of
movies.
I think that take inspiration from this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never watched Children of the Corn. I've always wanted to, but I've never have.
I haven't, but I'm very tempted to plug my merch at the beginning of
But it's really funny because I'm like, I am the type of person I can sit and watch true crime documentaries, read horror stories.
But when it comes to watching horror movies,
I can't do
you
it.
are a wuss.
It's not that I'm a wuss. It's just my mind will not let me do it.
Yeah, you get. I think for you, it's more. I think you could watch thrillers, but your anticipation for a jump scare really gets you.
And because of my condition, my startle reflex is like over the top for some reason.
What the fuck's a startle
Right,
reflex?
so when you jump, that's your startle reflex.
Okay, we're swearing on these podcasts, yeah? I've just made that decision.
Okay.
I can't be bothered to edit it out.
I can't jump without my muscles overdoing it, which actually causes me physical pain because of my condition, which is cerebral palsy. If
you don't know that already.
Which
you know that's if you didn't come from my channel. You mentioned it on my channel, but this is your first time talking about it on this channel.
So that's probably why. And I had friends pin me down when I was younger and forced me to watch scary films, even though I didn't want to.
They're not friends, they're assholes.
Yeah, I know, they're not my friends now. But like, when I was a kid, and I think it's kind of traumatised me a little bit.
Yeah, quick question.
What?
Can we pause this podcast? I really need the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay, we'll come back. This is going to be recorded in 2 clips. Okay then, right, we've done that poop break, but now you need to. We'll redo that part with you started reading. Just restart reading about the black-eyed children.
Right, so the black-eyed children, aka they also known as BEK, so black-eyed kids, a modern urban legend depicting paranormal creatures resembling children with pale skin and unnervingly black eyes, often encountered while hiking or begging or at doorsteps, known for their unsettling behaviour and insistent requests to be let inside.
Yes, so I've actually heard of the black-eyed children before, and I found them really creepy. But I've heard stories of black-eyed children coming to doors and saying, "Can you let me inside? Can you let me inside? It's an emergency. I need to come inside." And if you let them inside, supposedly you're never seen again.
Apparently, I've seen him I've heard of the stories where people have been in the cars at gas stations and they've
Yes,
been
and they
going
come
up
up to
and
the
banging
window.
on the window, and I'd fucking just drive off. I'd probably try and run it over.
Yeah, but what if you're a passenger?
I'd climb my fucking driver's seat and try and run it over. I don't even have a license. I'd still try and run it over.
Yeah, but it's really creepy. Now I've seen some weird shit, but I've never seen a black-eyed child.
Yeah.
Not yet. I mean,
I hope not. I hope to never see one. 'Cause that's creepy as hell.
oh yeah, it's creepy, but you know what I'm like? Like back when me and Goat seen what we suspected to be a skinwalker. Go watch a video called Our Encounter on my channel if you want to hear more about it. This isn't me just plugging my channel, I'm sorry guys, but no, this is actually kind of relevant to the situation.
Shameless encounters.
Did you finish your tea already?
No,
Oh, okay. But yeah, so
I have been sipping it while you've been gone.
I've seen some weird stuff, but never a black-eyed child, not yet. But maybe one day, I don't know. Me and we are thinking of doing some ghost hunts at some point soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are thinking of also doing a ghost hunt here because there's some weird stuff here. Weird things happening, which is also a series coming on my channel, our paranormal stories, where we're gonna sit like this and sit and do some paranormal stories.
Yep.
Keep an eye out for those on the Coyote Gaming channel.
Right, can I continue?
Yes.
I just accidentally kicked the mic stand, sorry. So appearance. The BEK are described
Sounds
as...
like a gang name.
It really does.
Yo, I'm with a BEK, you get me, boys.
Are described as having pale skin, eyes that are completely black with no visible iris or pupil.
Thought you were getting her down.
Yeah.
Plop her down there. Oh.
Pass the dog. Pass the dog.
Continue.
Right. So, I've done the appearance. So, behaviour. They are often seen I can't speak. Often seen hitchhiking or begging and are known for their persistent request to be let inside, whether it's a car or a house. I'm sorry,
Bray Wyatt here.
that's what I was going to
Let
say. It's
me
giving
in.
Bray Wyatt vibes, Fiend vibes. Let him in. And I'm like, well,
Let me
fuck
in.
off. No. Go find your parents. Go away.
Hey Beth.
Yeah.
Let me in.
No.
No. Oh, hang on. Tilly. Leave Trixie.
Get Trixie to come and sit with you.
What?
Get Trixie to come and sit with you.
Trixie. Come sit here. Come sit here, my big dog. Get off me coke.
The joys of having dogs both in season at the same time.
Sit.
Nightmare.
Not
So-
sponsored, but please sponsor us.
The origin. The legend is a modern construction. What? A modern construction drawing on the evil spawn child. Oh, I can't say that. Are you going to have to read that for me? Because I can't actually read that. It's got a word that I can't pronounce. I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry, guys.
The legend is a modern construction drawing on the evil spawn child archetype of the horror genre and social expectations of childhood. Unsettling nature. The legend exploits our fears of an obstructed gaze and the idea that the youngest of our species is out to destroy us. Examples of encounters. People report encountering them while driving, with the children approaching and asking for a ride, only to be met with a sense of unease and need to flee. Others describe persistent knocking at their doors, with the children asking to come inside, only to become agitated when refused. That was a bad time to lose where I was reading from, wasn't
it? You would just come.
I lost where I was reading.
Inside?
Because my eyes jolted around, sorry. You done the notable... No, you haven't done the notable features here.
You don't want me to take over since you... They're on my 90.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, for God's sake.
Tricks! Here.
I put that at the back of the chair so it wouldn't get blood all over it.
I'm sorry, what was that? How you grabbed that phone with the back of your hand? You want my wonky spanner? Anybody want to buy it?
No, I'm going to throw it at the dog in a minute now.
I've got to cut that out now.
What?
You can throw it at the dog.
I wouldn't actually.
Sounds violent.
It's like that small, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to weight to it.
Just like my...
It's like throwing a freaking paper at him.
You didn't know what I said, it's okay.
Knock it off.
This podcast is going to take a lot of editing.
I know, because I'm trying to record and all I can from Tilly.
Sounds like you when I'm recording a live stream and you want attention.
Yeah.
Attention.
Love me. I want attention, please.
Guys, every time I'm recording a gaming video, a live stream, or anything, Beth is in the background sat there like, give me attention.
No, I'm not, though. I go in the other room, so... I went in the other room last night when you were live streaming. So, excuse it, yeah.
Yeah, because... Because Goat was winding me up and he was like, I'm going to leave the room so I don't spoil my manners.
I don't care. I'll spoil my manners. I've got no shame.
Yeah, I know. Well, you've already said you're going to put his head through a table.
He said that. I didn't.
You didn't disagree? In Minecraft. Put his head through a crafting table.
Yep.
I don't know. How am I going to craft my pickaxe now?
So, notable features. Am I right to continue or?
I've read notable features. Oh no.
Notable features. They often speak in a monotone voice.
Oh my god, the podcasters.
More mature than expected for their apparent age. They may wear outdated clothing or clothing with the logo of a sports team that had folded.
Okay, right. So could you imagine, yeah, kid knocks on your door. It's a black-eyed kid, yeah. They're wearing an outfit, and some like fucking Gen Z comes to the door, like, those clothes are so last century. No,
I'm sorry, but can you imagine if it just comes to the door and you're just like, piss off, you're a Chelsea supporter.
Nah, you're wearing Liverpool. Get out of here. Come back when you support a real team.
You know, you just tell them to piss off because the team's.
I can't say that because Liverpool are actually doing really well at the minute for like the first time.
I don't follow football at all.
I don't, but a friend of a friend, kind of a friend. I dropped my span.
People you know.
Yeah, somebody I know were telling me about it the other night, and yeah, I don't know why. Never really watched football, but you know, I'm gonna pick up my spanner, so I'm gonna mute my mic a second.
They are insistent on being let inside, whether it's into someone's house or in their car. So again, that repeats itself.
I'm sorry, yeah. Some kid tries to get in my car, I'd be like, nah, nope. Put locks on. You know, could you imagine though? Yeah, because I don't drive. I ride a bike.
Trying to get on back a bike.
Right, can I tell you a really creepy story?
Can we get through this?
It involves something similar. My mum she told you that story. where she
What,
was
where she
riding
was
the bike
riding and she seen somebody?
and seen somebody in a mirror sat on back of her bike.
Hitchhiker. Ghost hitchhiker.
Honestly, and then she pulled over. It weren't there.
I don't know.
I've seen some creepy stuff while riding my bike, but that's a story for later. I'll let you finish.
Right. We're nearly done with this bit anyway, so urban legend.
World's shortest podcast.
No, because we're going to talk about it. We're going to have a discussion about it.
Okay.
The urban legend. The black-eyed children are considered a contemporary urban legend with stories circulating online and in various media. So, the psychological impact. The legend taps into our primal instincts to protect children and the unsettling idea of children as dangerous or evil. And I'm like, well, just watch Dr. Phil, you'll see several evil children.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Because I'm like, that was mad.
Rookie move. You didn't mute your phone.
I did. I put it on vibrate. I must have accidentally turned the volume on when you sent me that video earlier.
What, the little hot tub you see?
Yeah, I thought it was cute.
Yeah. Sorry guys, really distracted. Right, so honestly, is that done?
Yeah, I've read all that.
Okay, right. So careful not to put it on the key.
I'm not putting it on the keys.
Right. Yeah. So black-eyed peas. Black-eyed children. I don't know.
Copyright, just by using the name.
Could you imagine if it was that bad? You couldn't mention a band without them copyrighting.
Yeah, a band that's been gone for 5 years.
I thought they were coming. I thought they'd come back with a new.
I don't know.
I thought they were going to come back.
You never seem to hear anything from them anymore.
No.
I don't even remember them announcing that they was breaking up. They just kind of vanished.
Yeah. Oh my god! Hang on. Tilly, get here, Ruth. She was humping my dog's face.
Fucking no, I've had enough.
She had her, well, not humping her face, humping her shoulder, but she had her face in hers, like, yeah, you like that?
I'm gonna cut that out, you know that, right?
Yeah, I will. But yeah, the black-eyed children. Okay, right. So for starters, could you imagine? I'm at a petrol station, fueling up on my bike. Some kid's like, I need a ride. Bang!
No, they just come up to you like, let me in.
Yeah, but then it turns out it's not a black-eyed kid, it's just someone's child asking for a ride on bike and she sucked him in joke.
And you're just like, no, they'd just be there like really monotone, like, let me in, open the door.
Yeah, and I'll be like, mate, it's a bike, do you see a door?
And I'm like, what the hell? I'd probably just open the door and hope it hits him in the face.
Yeah, you as soon as you open the door, that's it. There,
yeah, I know.
You're gone.
Apparently, you're not meant to look them in the eye either.
No, I haven't heard that in that thing that you just read.
No,
I've
didn't.
heard of that. You're not supposed
I'm
to
like,
look
there's
in the
several
eye.
people. I don't know. It's an urban legend that's changed that many times.
Yeah, it changes over time. Yeah,
because people have talked about it that often.
Yeah, it's kind of gone like Chinese whispers from how it originally started.
I'm gonna shut my dog in the bathroom.
Yeah, so it acts like Chinese whispers with things like this because they'll start off one way and then by the time we're reading about it today, it'll be totally different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
hoping this isn't picking up on the mic.
These dogs, no, it won't. It won't pick up on either of them. More than likely, if it would, it'd be mine. That did because she walked into a cardboard box. But yes, so the black-eyed children. I don't know. I've heard a lot of different stories and like my mind's going blank. These dogs are really distracted. So yes, I've heard stories of them like knocking on doors saying, "Can you let me in? Can you let me in?" And apparently, if you open the door, they come in. You disappear off the face of the earth. Never heard from.
The mic. I'm just trying to position my mic because I've got really bad cramp.
Yeah, never heard from again.
Yeah.
Or there's stories where black-eyed children have you ever seen like door cam footage of them?
I don't know. I don't know whether to believe it because that could be easily photoshopped.
Well, you can't Photoshop video. You mean edited? But yeah, I've seen videos, heard stories, and there's been stories like some black-eyed kid knocked on the door, and they've let them in, and the bodies have been found in a really bloody state.
Yeah, but if you've like, there's a lot of urban legends that include kids because it is one of them where you don't want to believe that
Continue.
a kid is evil. Like it's, especially I think it's mainly in women, especially like they've got that nurturing motherly instinct when it comes to kids, and I think that's why a lot of people don't want to believe they're evil. Men, I'm not saying all men. A lot of men are probably just like something don't seem right, but women have got that.
Yeetus that child.
Have got that naturally motherly instinct that I think would kick in if they had children. If they had a child come up to them.
Oh yeah. Right, my name's Brenda. I have a children.
If they had a child come up to them going, "Can you let me in?" to the car, because they'd be like, "Oh, is this kid lost?" Or
Oh, it just needs to find its parents. Bear in mind, it's wearing a fucking tweed suit from 1923.
bear in mind, it's dressed in Victorian clothing, has pure black eyes, and really, really pale and sickly.
Yeah, I'm like, you look at a kid that's got pure black eyes, you're gonna know
I
something
wouldn't
ain't
even
right.
want to look at it. I'd be like, piss off. I'm like that if someone tries to talk to me in real life. I'm like that if my dog tries to jump up my leg because it wants attention. I'm like, go away. I need a minute to myself. Okay? This is picking up on the microphone, by the way.
Picking up on mine, not yours.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
If
but
you
it's
can hear my
barely.
dog in the background, I apologise. She's really, really mardy. I can't do anything about it. I've got to wait until she's off season, and then I'm going to see about getting her done.
Yeah, but
that's
it's
expensive. So, yeah.
But anyway, focus on the black-eyed children.
Yeah,
I
but
keep nearly saying
I'm
black-eyed
like,
peas.
what do you think about this urban legend? Do you think there's actually a chance it could be
Oh
an
yeah,
actual thing?
100%. I believe in this sort of stuff.
Great, I believe in this type of stuff.
I have
I'm like,
seen too much stuff to not believe in it.
it seems a bit far fetched, if that makes sense.
Okay, so
But
you're
then again,
no.
nothing. You
Hold
can't
up,
say
hold up,
anything's.
hold up. You're saying it's too far fetched.
I'm not saying it's far fetched. Too far fetched.
Do you not believe what me and Goat seen?
I don't know. I went there.
I'm asking, do you believe what we say?
I suppose.
You suppose. Okay, so we're out in the middle of nowhere, around 2 a.m. We're up in the fields over there at 2 a.m.
But I don't think.
And we see like a 6 foot something, nearly maybe 7 foot tall thing out in the field, stood up, and then get on all fours and walk like a giant wolf. We seen that shit. That is not fake. It may sound out of this world and unbelievable, but it's true. It's what we seen, and Goat can back me up on it. We seen it. It's got to be one of the very few times me and Goat don't instantly think, let's get his cameras out, let's film this shit, because we were just frozen in fear. And I had to stop. This thing was like hypnotised Goat. He was walking towards it, and I had to grab him and snap him away.
Yeah.
This is real. This is what happened to us. So, 100% I believe in this stuff.
But I'm like, a lot of it is. It's been changed that many times over the years. You don't know what's a fact about these things.
Yeah, but a lot of things have changed over the years. A lot of stories. The story of Santa Claus has changed over the years.
Yeah.
The
But,
story of
like,
anything changes over the years.
It's like the Bible that's changed.
Oh,
many
the
times
Bible.
Over the years, 'cause it's been rewritten.
The Bible has changed so many times. But there's countless people on this planet that believe every word of the Bible. There's people that live by the Bible. So anything can be changed.
Can you imagine how many times I'd have to update over the generations and generations of things?
Oh yeah, Bible updates in 2025. The almighty TikTok. Lord and Saviour TikTok.
The Bible update would be everybody's allowed into heaven because that's just discriminating if you don't let them in heaven.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, look at me. I wouldn't, according to the Bible, I would not be allowed in heaven.
No, because you're living with somebody and you're not married.
We're not married.
I've got tattoos.
Covered in tattoos. I swear. I used to smoke.
And drink.
I drink.
So, yeah. We'd both be like, no, you're not allowed.
At least I'll be warm
like,
where I'm going.
I'm gingerish. It don't really pick up that well, but I am ginger.
Yeah, but I'm like, at least I'll be warm.
Yeah. My mum says she'd rather go to hell because it's warm.
No, your mum just wants to pet that dog.
Yeah, she says she wants to be right hand man. In other words, she wants to tell the devil what to do, which my mother probably could, if anything.
Mothers can tell anybody what to do.
She wants to go pet Cerberus and be taking care of him, which would be nice.
Guys, we started off on Black Eyed Children.
Yeah, now we're on this. I don't know what happened.
This is what our podcasts are.
It's because I've got ADD and you've got ADHD. We can't stick to a topic. But right, back to the Black Eyed Children.
I think they should start a band.
What, rival Black Eyed Peas?
Yep.
But
I think they should do death metal.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick. I think I'm gonna make a band and I'm just gonna go like that.
Yeah, we just
Children.
wear contacts.
Yeah, I'm not a child though, so it won't work. You know what? We've got to have kids. Make them all wear black contacts.
Not really, guys. Not really.
Make them start a metal band.
We're the Black Eyed Kids. I can't do a kid voice, sick. But yeah, we're the Black Eyed Kids.
So I'm gonna dress my kids up when I eventually have kids. I'm gonna dress them up as like Black Eyed Children for Halloween.
Yes.
The old Victorian like clothing and
yes, definitely.
Black contacts. Like people would run away. They're like, "No, I'm not getting you candy." Why? Because you're a black-eyed child.
Let me in. Instead of trick or treat, they just let me in.
Oh god, they're gonna end up doing that anyway because you're gonna get them to watch all of Bray Wyatt.
Oh yeah. R.I.P. the goat Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. The Fiend was probably one of my favourite characters next to The Undertaker. So...
He was this generation's The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Gone way too soon. We need to do a wrestling episode.
Okay. We'll call it tonight if I want.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a shorter one anyway.
But, yeah, when it comes to the Black Eyed Children, on a serious note, I don't say that it's not real because you never know.
It's a little harder to believe.
It is a little bit harder to believe because I'm like, end of the day, you don't want to believe that you're going to see a child with black eyes that's going to probably steal your soul and like.
Oh, so you don't want to believe?
If you let him in, then you're going to die or whatever happens to you.
It's not more of it's unbelievable to you. It's more you don't want to believe it.
I think that's the.
It's creepy to you. You don't want to believe it.
I think that's the nurturing instinct as well because you don't want to believe like a child is. But then again, you don't want to believe a child's capable of anything. That's like evil. I know it's happened, but...
Joking, our kid is going to be evil. It's going to be a little demon. It's going to take after me.
What's going to come out red hair and what?
I'm not redhead.
No, me, red hair and that.
I said it's going to take after me.
If it's got your personality, it's definitely going to come out like a little devil. But, I don't know. I think it's one of them ways, you can believe it, but you also don't want to believe it. But I'm never going to say nothing's not real because you never know. Expect the impossible.
Expect the unexpected.
And the impossible, because that seems impossible.
A lot of things seem impossible.
Like ghosts, you can't say they're not real.
That's an episode we are going to do.
But
we could do, instead of my paranormal experiences being just on my channel, we could do a podcast episode on it for your channel.
Yeah.
And then the individual videos on mine. Or I could just take your podcast and cut it up into episodes.
But I'm like, so my question, if this is an urban legend, why is there so many sayings that there's sightings of these black-eyed children? I'm like, wouldn't it be an actual thing? It won't be an urban legend anymore.
Right, so remember the Hat Man?
Right. Oh yeah, the Hat Man. He's an observer though, isn't he?
You've seen.
Right, we're gonna do another podcast on this.
We are doing 2 more podcasts tonight. Maybe
so
that's going to be perfect.
If we're wearing the same clothes in like a couple of podcasts, that's why.
No, because we are going to record 3 podcasts tonight. There's going to be this one. There's going to be a wrestling episode.
There could be 4. We don't know.
And there's going to be our paranormal experiences, and there's going to be a follow-up episode to urban legends.
But I'm going to put the dogs somewhere so they're not winding me up while I'm trying to concentrate.
They'll fall asleep.
But
it's 7:15. They'll fall asleep.
No, they won't, because they're winding me up.
Okay, just continue. Focus on the podcast, please.
But
we are at 25 minutes plus the 7 minutes before.
Yeah, when it comes to the black-eyed children, I would say it's not ruled out that it's not a
Proceed on the
possibility.
side of caution. If you see a child with black eyes, switch your music it.
So to speak, just ignore it.
yeah, just ignore it. Yeah. That's
But
what I
this also
said.
sounds like a tactic, you know, like
What, for people not to have
no,
children who
like
could come out with black
right.
eyes?
This is. It sounds. Let me explain. Right. It sounds like a tactic. Like, have you heard of the tactics that gangs use? Like, it's an abandoned baby cat, like baby, pram and stuff at the side of the road.
Right, so you're saying it sounds like a tactic to get your ass jumped.
Yeah, or kidnapped. Like, because a lot of people that have actually said about seeing them have been women. A lot, yeah, but a lot of them are. A lot of the ones that have like claimed. Are you ready?
Yeah, continue.
A lot of people that have claimed to see him, like a lot of the ones I've read, personally, have been women. So I'm like, this could be used as a tactic, which is like scary, because it's scary enough out there. No offense, if you are a woman, it is a lot scarier than it probably is to a man, because I'm like, women have that natural instinct and to protect children and stuff. So it could be used as a tactic, like for people that are looking for women that can easily get kidnapped to be sex trafficked and what have you. You know? So it could be used as a tactic. But if it is an actual thing, where it's like an entity or what have you, then I don't know what to suggest you do. Walk around with holy water in a squirt gun. I'd do that. That's something I'd do. Or just, I don't know, drive off if you have them come to your car. And if you're the passenger, just close your eyes, turn up the radio, ignore them, make sure your doors are locked, of course. And if they come to your house knocking on the door, and they ask to come in, you just turn around and say, sorry, no soliciting.
Sorry, no soliciting. Sorry, I don't solicit to black-eyed children.
You know, oh, sorry, kid, it's not Halloween. You know?
Sorry, kids, I ain't got no candy today.
And just ignore it. Turn up your TV.
Ignore it, hope it goes away. Fuck!
Ignore it, turn up your TV, make sure your doors and windows are locked, and you'll be fine.
Okay, guys, in one of the future episodes, you're going to see me having an actual mic arm and a better fucking microphone, because this one sounds like shit and it keeps falling over.
And at one point, that's all he wanted to use because he thought it was the best microphone known to man.
Yeah, but compared to this that you're using, the A-Mace,
I don't understand how this is such good quality
I don't know how
microphone.
the MV7's so good. We need to buy some more before they go out of stock.
Okay.
How much we got in the bank? We
what
get
time
paid.
is it?
We get paid. We get paid tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
We can order another mic tonight and an arm.
Okay.
Okay, guys. One day you're gonna see me recording a gaming video. I'm gonna have 3 microphones in front of me.
But
Maybe one of them will get the audio good.
what is your final
My final
take?
say on this is black-eyed children are real. You've got to watch your back because you never know. That's why I think there's less sightings or stories of them nowadays, because everybody has got a doorbell camera. Everybody's got security cameras.
Yeah.
You don't hear many stories of these things nowadays because everywhere they go, they're going to be caught on camera, and you know everyone's going to be on a wild ghost hunt for black-eyed children. So I think it could be a ploy nowadays. If most of them, if any are seen nowadays, could just be a ploy. Oh wait, we're looking for a child with black eyes. Yeah, police are going to shrug that off as nah, they've run away. See it on a doorbell footage. A kid with black
I'm
eyes,
sorry, but
just
if you
coincidence.
turn around and say, like, I'm looking for a child that has pure black eyes to the police,
They're going to laugh you away.
You're having us on.
Yeah, they're going to laugh you away. So, you know. But there has there been any police records of sightings of children with black eyes? That sounds like a thing. I feel like I've heard that before.
I don't know.
We're going to have to look that up and do a follow-up episode.
Yeah. I should have really done more research on this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this was a last-minute research.
I am bad at researching because I struggle to read a lot of things.
And I'm incredibly busy, guys. I've got my fingers in a lot of things at the minute, haven't I?
Yeah, that sounds wrong.
Fine, I'm dipping my toes in too many projects.
In too many ponds.
The saying is, I've got my fingers in too many pies.
But
You don't like half of my old sayings, do you?
I don't mind it. I'm just like, sometimes it just sounds a bit weird. But
Go and put wood in hole.
door's shut. It's behind me.
That one is. That one ain't.
Oh, if I shut that door, the dog's being shut out. But
They're asleep now.
it's one of them where I'm like, my final take on it is, you can either believe it or you're not gonna believe it.
Whoa, what an insightful thought.
Like, I believe in paranormal and stuff out there, but I'm like, I also have another thought. What if in reality these are just aliens?
Oh no, don't even start on aliens.
Like, have come to Earth, took over the bodies of like children, and they're trying to find a new host.
What if it's evil spirits
What, trying to find new hosts?
trying to find new hosts? Yeah, I believe that one's more believable
I
because
might give anything.
aliens, right? If we're going on to aliens, I'm going to be having this discussion on a podcast in the future on my channel. I don't know about aliens. I don't know. I don't really believe in them because I'm like, I do and I don't. I believe that there is something. I mean, all this endless galaxy out there, the endless galaxies, and the infiniteness of space. There's got to be something else. There's no way we are the only living thing in the universe, multiverse, whatever you want to say.
There's no way we're the living thing only on our planet. Like, even entities, they technically,
You mean spirits,
like,
paranormal entities?
yeah, paranormal entities and stuff. There's got to be something more to what
There's
this
no way.
life is.
There's no way. It's just your heart stops. You're done.
Because I'm like,
Your brain and heart stops.
I'm like, at the end of the day,
It
your
can't be over.
body's your shell. Like, you aren't.
You're a spiritualist.
You aren't your body.
Let's just say that.
Yeah, I am. I'm very spiritual, but like, you aren't your body. You know, there's got to be more to it.
Trying to get me team
Because
meeting.
like, they call it soulmates. If there's no soul, then there would like.
There's no soul. There's no love. There's no nothing. I get what you're saying.
Like, there's got to be more to you're born, you work, you die. Like, there's got to be more to it. There's got to be something after that. That's more. And like, there's people that get taken out in such horrible ways that like they have unfinished business on Earth. So I'm like,
You're getting further and further away from your mind.
sorry, that they've got like they've got to like find a way to stick around, haven't they? Like, and try and fix what hasn't done.
What hasn't been finished.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we are really going on a tangent here, completely away from what we started.
Yeah.
But I think, as a note on the black-eyed children, 100%, it's real. I believe it. That's my opinion. Let us know your opinion in the comments. If you're listening to this on Spotify, come over to our YouTube channel, Tea Crime Storytime, and let us know what you think there in the comments section, or reach out to me personally on Instagram at Coyote Gaming _official. You know, reach out to us somewhere and let us know.
I have a Instagram. I just don't promote this on it. I really should make a Tea Crime Storytime
Make a Tea Crime Storytime Instagram.
Insta
Yeah,
to update.
I would say Twitter, but it's no Twitter shit.
I've got
You've got
Reels.
Twitter, but you don't use it.
Reels.
You've got Threads.
Threads, there you go. But I don't really post on anything. But might make a Instagram account for this. So
Well,
then we can post updates.
I can do it on the PC and manage it all through computer.
And stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's a possibility that these are entities what are looking for the hosts, whether it be like extraterrestrial or just spirits, paranormal. You know, because it makes sense as to why they're wanting like to be let inside of a car or whatever.
They want to be let into your space, basically.
Yeah, they're wanting the invite. Like,
Yeah, they won't come in uninvited.
So it's reminding me of like True Blood, you know, like when like the vampires won't go in. Like spoiler alert, sorry. Where if they won't go inside unless they're invited. If you uninvite them, they can't cross the barrier to your house.
I've not really watched True Blood.
So like,
I've
you
watched
know,
bits in the past, but never truly watched the whole series. We started,
yeah.
but again, that's another show we have incomplete.
But yeah,
Don't get me started on our incomplete show list, guys. We'll be here
I
for another 3 hours.
I believe that
I believe in miracles.
these are entities because I'm like the sport clothing. That's probably like our generation's entities they're trying to mimic. Whereas old fashioned clothing, it's
No, because
generational.
the old sports, like,
It's no, it's just folded. The logos are folded.
yeah, no,
So
no, no, no. The clubs are folded,
uh, so I'm like, well,
so it's like old
it's
sports.
probably what they're
Let's
trying
say,
to figure out.
let's go back. So it's like an old baseball team from like, I don't know, 1800s or something that's gone, like 1890 or some shit like that, that's just folded.
Yeah,
Or the old early 90s football club that's folded.
yeah.
That's what they wear. Stuff that isn't around no more. So old sports memorabilia.
Which is insane to think about. Like I wouldn't know what to make of it if I did ever see one. Like,
Right. So I'm gonna reference another video here, another channel. It's The Boys. So they went to the Conjuring House. If you
it weren't the
remember,
actual Conjuring house.
it was the actual house that the
Well, yeah,
Conjuring
it was
effects.
the one that it apparently took a place in.
Yeah, it was the Conjuring House.
But it wasn't the one with the actual Annabelle
No,
in it.
no, no. That's a museum. You twit.
Yeah, I know.
They went to the actual Conjuring House where all the events took place.
Yeah.
So The Boys was at the Conjuring House. Sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. I do recommend going over to The Boys channel and watching this
They
video.
do a lot of good videos.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of The Boys. I've got a membership to their channel on their Discord.
But
Anyways, I was saying they went to the Conjuring House. They was talking to a spirit that was like constantly talking about baseball, and they took things like that to the spirit box.
was that the Conjuring house?
That was at the Conjuring House.
I thought it was at the Haunted Hill house.
Nope, that was at the Conjuring House. Haunted Hill House was a totally different one.
That was brilliant. Though.
That was a brilliant video. There's a lot. If you guys love paranormal, go watch The Boys Haunted Places, ghost hunts and things. They are amazing. Anyway, that spirit was saying baseball.
Yeah.
And take my things. Don't steal. Things like that. And they went into a closet. They found in there a lot of Boston Red Sox memorabilia. Old baseball team. Still around. But they found a lot of baseball memorabilia.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm thinking it could be spirits. And they go in, they're finding, they're coming back, and they are still wearing, obviously, the memorabilia from their favourite sports team, which happens to have
like
folded.
Old-fashioned, outdated clothing.
Yeah, that's why I think they are paranormal entities, they are spirits.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense as to why they have black eyes.
Black eyes, they've come back, but they can't fully form small details.
Because I'm like, right, this is a bit of a step away from the Black Eyed Children. This is a story from when I lived at my mum's.
Do you want to do that in this one, or do you want to save it?
Well, it's just it's kind of adding on to what you said. They might not be able to create all.
Okay, yeah, go.
Right, my mum used to have this mirror in a bedroom, which was like it was metal and stuff.
So it wasn't the wardrobe that she has in
it wasn't
now?
the wardrobe.
Okay, go on.
But my mum had seen this little girl that was dressed in Victorian clothing, and she didn't have black eyes or anything. And my brother had also seen her. I'd seen her in a different mirror, and she didn't have black eyes. So if it was a spirit, I don't believe that it would have black eyes. I think if anything, it's an entity taking the shape of a child.
What if it's a demonic entity?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think it is a demonic. So still a spirit, but a demonic
it's
spirit.
It's not. Well, a spirit is somebody who's passed and has come back. A demon is something completely different. It's just a evil entity.
Why do you add a D on the end of demon?
I don't know. Demon.
There we go. Who's demon?
But yeah, I think if anything, it's a demon come back, like from wherever it's come from, and yeah, I think they're
Where
trying to
did you come from?
find.
Where did you go? Forgot my mic was muted. Did
I
you
think
know?
they're trying to find new hosts.
Yes. Sorry, guys, I've got a bit of energy and I don't know why.
You know, because that makes sense. A child trying to gain the trust of an adult to eventually take it over.
So it's a demon that's taken over a child and realises children aren't that strong, wants a stronger host. A more powerful
Or
host.
it's a demon that's
My lisp's coming out when I'm talking to this mic. My S's aren't sounding right.
come back as like a spirit form of a child to, like, you know what? We know how this works. We know that adults tend to care for children and make sure they're safe and want them to be safe. So let's try this, see if we can take over them. Find a more permanent host.
You know we could do these podcasts live.
Yeah, I know. But what do you
That,
think?
that
Like,
could be an option for the future.
do it so it's like a more permanent host?
Yes, that's what I think as well. We have drugged this podcast out. We've done it. We're at 40 minutes so far.
Yeah.
On this section, we do have that first cock-up section where I had to run to the toilet.
So, yeah,
Think
I
I had a
think
dodgy subway.
that's what I think personally happened
Yeah.
when it comes to these black-eyed children. That they are demons looking for more hosts that are going to be
More permanent
Yeah.
and usable for longer.
But I'm like, if you're gonna pick anything to be a host, you don't pick a person.
A squirrel.
You pick an inanimate object. You do it Annabelle. You pick a freaking dog.
Oh, yeah, Chucky.
Yeah, or Chucky, because I'm like, there's no life form. You're not gonna drain it.
Yeah, let's not talk paranormal dolls when we're in a room full of them.
I'm like, you're not gonna drain it, are you? When it's an inanimate object. Because I'm like,
We need to do a paranormal episode with an EMF reader going. Stick it on the shelf there.
so are we ending it here?
You want to end it here?
Because I don't know if there's anything more we can talk about when it comes
No,
to
we're
them.
just dragging this out. So what's next? The wrestling episode or the
I have a couple of
paranormal?
podcast ideas.
I want to do my
We
idea.
can do the wrestling one if you really want
Yeah,
to.
what else have you got? Because we could sit here all night.
I don't
and
know, I've
just
got
do
several,
podcasts.
but like,
I've uploaded for this week.
I'm questioning whether or not to do
Okay,
some
we'll
of them.
talk about those off camera. It's up to you if you want to outro it now.
Alright. Okay, guys, that's it for now, because let's face it, we've talked about all options that these
We've scraped the bottom of the barrel
black-eyed
on
children
the
could be.
black-eyed children.
But if you're out there and you see a black-eyed child even,
Let us know in the comments.
let us know in the comments and give us a like.
If you survived, let us know in the comments.
And if you see one and
Run.
you're in your car and you're the passenger, lock your doors, make sure your windows are up, turn your radio up, and just don't look at them. Ignore them, they'll eventually go away.
Yeah, that's how I deal with all my problems.
And if it's your house, make sure your windows and doors are locked. Go to bed, watch TV, do something, ignore it.
Yeah, watch this podcast episode.
And if you're a driver of a car, just run the thing over.
Don't, in case it's an actual child.
Well, you never know. It could be. But that's a no-no. You can't run over an actual child.
No, you ran over poor Timmy.
Oh no, you killed Kenny.
You bastard!
But you know,
South Park reference, guys.
just walk around with holy water and a squirt gun. You'll be fine.
Just
Um,
Walk around with eyes in the back of your head. You never know these days.
yeah,
That's just
So-
advice for life.
yeah. So
Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode.
So that's it for this episode, guys. And stay safe out there, because you never know what's around the corner. Alright, bye, guys.
See you next time.